This is deep. This is very, very deep. And as I said, this is coming off of earlier in the week where the big question mark was, what the hell is wrong with the police? People have a problem with them. Louisiana, we see a man lose his life and he didn't have to go that way. Okay. In Minnesota, we see a sister on Facebook. She broadcasted live on Facebook in real time, social media, the aftermath of a shooting and interaction between her boyfriend, routine traffic stop. They got stopped for what? What was it? Busted tail light, no brake light. I mean, something relatively small. It shouldn't have to end like that. So earlier in the week, everybody had a problem with police. Now Thursday night, shots ring out. This is deep. This is very, very deep. The president has spoken. And here is a little bit of audio from Dallas, the shooting last night.
Holy.
This audio is from Facebook. Michael Kevin Bautista, I believe his name is. The video, I mean, literally, he's across the street
shooting right now, and there's an officer down. It's coming from the right over there, from around these buildings. I don't know where. Main Street and Lamar. This is Main Street and Lamar. There's an officer down. They're moving in on somebody. I think they might have got somebody. Don't worry, I'm behind a tree.
My man's behind a tree.
I think another officer's down around the corner over
this
here.
is just to give you a sense of what it sounded like. I mean, that's what it sounds like when dozens of police cars are racing to your location because they've gotten the word that officers have been shot. In the video, you can clearly see he zero ends on the body of an officer, actually two bodies of officers who are lying on the ground after being struck down by sniper fire in Dallas yesterday after a Black Lives Matter protest. So what does this mean for Black Lives Matter? Because, I'm not sure they're going to try to shut that down. But there's going to be a lot of scrutiny given, to each and every chapter in each and every city where there is one in this country. Get ready for that. Get ready for that. Good morning. Nate Ivey with you. 7:21 a.m. Is this incident with the police officers in Dallas going to dominate the way that we think about Black Lives Matter, the way we think about police brutality? This is a very delicate balance that we've got to strike here so everybody gets what they need in this country. Obviously, police officers need that support, but so does the cries from the community about brutality at the hands of police. Is this the most inappropriate time to make that point? Well, you tell me. And what about the brother who was wrongly accused? And he and his brother are part of the process that organized the event. And for some reason or another, he gets identified on national television. His name is Mark Hughes. He gets identified on national television as being involved with the death of 5 officers. Now, I'm here to tell you, there are people that'll do you in if you're that guy. You don't want to be that guy. In this moment, in this country, you don't want to be that guy. And listen, I can't do it justice. You got to hear this for yourself. Check this out.
I can't believe it. The crazy thing about it is that I was down here. I couldn't get to my vehicle. because of the roadblock, and hindsight 2020, I could have easily been shot.
Where were you when your picture was being plastered all over the country? You didn't even know?
I didn't know. We received a phone call that my face was on there as a suspect, and immediately I flagged down a police officer.
So while the country was looking for you, you were talking to police?
I was talking to police, laughing and joking with police officers.
And not only that, we were assisting the police. You know, we were part of the organization that put on this peaceful protest. And so when they started shooting, we went to the cops and asked, what could we do? How could we help them? And so the whole time we were helping cops. You know, and I understood, you know, just recently, less than 48 hours ago, a young man that had a permit to carry a gun was killed by a cop. And so when they started firing, when shots started firing, I went to the cop. I approached them. And I told my brother, I said, give your gun to this cop because we don't want an accident. We don't want them to come around the corner and see you with a gun and start shooting at you. And so when the first shots went off, we turned over our gun and let them have it, and then help direct traffic. We helped people get behind buildings. We were assisting. At the end of the day, we came for a peaceful protest. We didn't want anybody to be hurt. We came just for cops in the world to understand that those that are being killed by the cops, we want you guys to know that we're human, but we understand that cops are human. And so their human nature says we don't want anybody to be hurt. But what I'm bothered by is that my brother easily could have been killed because somebody that was irresponsible identified him as a suspect. Not as a person of interest, but a suspect.
Mark, have you talked to police since your picture was plastered? Have you spoken to them since then?
Yeah, I just got out of interrogation room for about 30 minutes. Where police officers lying, saying that they have video of me shooting, which is a lie. Saying that they have witnesses saying that I shot a gun, which is a lie. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's the system. The system was trying to get me. The system was trying to get me.
Did you get an apology?
Did you hear that?
No. That's something we did. No. We asked them, we said, you know what, now y'all have my face on the national news. Are y'all going to come out and say that this young man had nothing to do with it?
What's your concern now going forward?
I mean, like my brother said, he's been getting death threats.
The reporter is spot on.
Social
Excellent
media.
questions.
I don't know what's going on. All I know at the end of the day is that I was unjust. It was a lot of injustice going on. It was persecution on me, unrightly, and I feel that they need to do something about that.
Me unrightly.
I'm not satisfied with an apology.
Are you concerned about your safety?
Absolutely.
Right now?
Absolutely. That's why I'm in this.
You changed clothes.
I didn't wear this out here tonight.
No,
you changed clothes.
No, they confiscated his clothes.
My clothes.
They confiscated his clothes and his gun.
rifle.
And then when they got us in the interrogation room, so you got to understand, I was the one that approached the cops initially and said, let me let the world know that he didn't do it. And when we got to the cops, everything turned on me, where it was like they was interrogating us, like asking me, Corey, did you shoot somebody? Do you ever want to shoot cops? And I'm like, whoa, where's this coming from? Why is it that, you know, and I know that the world is hurting right now because some cops was killed. But if I come to you and I'm trying to offer assistance, why is it all of a sudden you turn it on me? And you trying to make it seem like me and my brother are part of this. And the world, not just the local media, but the world has seen our pictures. The world has seen him. And now, you know,
I mean, you put their lives in danger.
He's already been indicted. He's already been persecuted because, like I said, I've already gotten death threats from people all over the world because they think we had something to do with this, and there was nothing. And before we left, I turned and I asked the cop, I said, sir, are you guys, I see y'all doing interviews in front of the police station. Are you willing to go in front and tell the world these two young black men had nothing to do with it? And he said no after the investigation. And I said, so you know, God forbid, but you got 4 dead cops out there, and you may have 2 dead civilians because people think we had something to do with it. And why are you guys not willing to protect us and clear our name? And they nonchalantly had nothing to say about it.
What will you all do now? Do you think you need to leave Dallas? Where can you go and be safe?
You know, at the end of the day, I'm not leaving Dallas. I'm still gonna protest. I'm still gonna be who I am. I'm not afraid.
I'm still a man.
I'm not afraid.
Not gonna tuck my tail.
The Second Amendment gives me the right to bear arms as well.
I know that's right.
If I get death threats and they come to my house, then you guys may be at my house.
Absolutely.
Simple as that.
Absolutely,
I'm gonna
positively,
protect mine and
right.
protect my family. That's why I flagged down the cops in the news, because I wanted to protect my brother. Because the first thing I can think about is them seeing him and not asking questions, but shooting first.
And you know that would have happened.
That was my main concern.
Absolutely.
Could you have, in any stretch of the imagination, thought that your rally, what you did to call attention to issues in other parts of the country, would end the way that it did in Dallas tonight?
You know, I'm so
I like this
overwhelmed with
reporter.
emotion
It's a sister,
right now.
by the way.
I'm trying to be strong right now for my family that I know that's watching, but I'm crying on the inside because we simply came to be a voice to those that don't have a voice, and we went from being a voice to being suspects and being villains. And my question is why?
You said it. The most wanted man in America.
How do we go from protesting to being the most?
That doesn't make sense to me.
But do you think I overstated it, or do you think that's the situation?
I haven't been on social media yet. I just left the police station, so I don't know what's really out there. But for you to say that, my brother said, I'm all over the news and social media. When you say it like that, it's like, wow, that's crazy.
So what did police say when they released you? Thank you for coming in. We'll talk to you later. What?
No. When they released me, they handcuffed me again.
For what?
Because I asked them, I said, where's my shirt? Where's my keys?
And where's my gun?
And where's my gun?
Why are you confiscating this? We've already cleared our name. You guys already did the test. You've already tested us to make sure that nothing. You've already tested us, and so what's next? What's next? What's next? You've already cleared our names within the department, but are you going to clear our names out here in this world? Because we got to go out here. We got to go homes. We got to get in our cars and go homes. And there are people, just like the idiots that decided to sit on top of a building and shoot cops, there are extremists out there like that. And we don't know what's going to happen to us.
Brothers, man, they need some support. My name is Nathan Ivey, coming up on 7:30 a.m. If you're listening, thank you very much. We'll be right back right after this.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. Feedthepig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard. So you don't need to ditch the car and start rollerblading to work.
I look ridiculous.
You look ridiculous!
You don't need to start foraging wild berries.
I was skeptical, but these are actually pretty good.
You don't need to sell your organs on the black market.
Lie back. This is gonna hurt.
Yeah, that hurts.
You don't need to rent out your apartment to drifters.
I made a fire with the wood in your bedroom.
That's my dresser!
And your closet door.
You just need an internet connection. Don't get left behind. Start your personal savings plan with the tips and tools on feedthepig.org. That way, you don't need to sell all your belongings and live in a commune.
These dungarees belong to all of us now, Tom.
Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Now back to the show.
This track feels like it should be played on a Friday. TGIF, I know there's a lot of stuff happening around the world, around the country, probably even in your neighborhood, but it is a Friday. And welcome back. Nate Ivey with you in the air chair. The Nathan Ivey Show, of course, powered by the good folks at Superlative Media. And much more to follow. I'm reading that Black Lives Matter. And I may reach out to my friends within the Cincinnati chapter of the Black Lives Matter. And by friends, I mean folks whose work I support and whose intelligence I respect. Okay. Don't try to connect me to every move that's made. But I believe that in terms of its origin and in terms of what it could possibly do, for our communities, I think that Black Lives Matter overall could have a potentially huge positive impact. If people can put down their petty differences, it's black. See, what it is there's a lot of white folks who are automatically responding to the term black. They live in their worlds where they